What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is a season where, we get gifts for everyone. But if you're looking to drop a bombshell for your engagement ring, here's some advice to give you. Today's show is going to be interesting. Haha, let's go. Recently, I had a friend who actually got engaged with his fiancée. Of course, that's the upgrade that they get. Obviously, when you see it all on Instagram, it's all lovey-dovey and lots of likes, lots of comments of congratulations and stuff like that. But the thing is, you don't even know what went behind the whole planning of that engagement. Because apparently, the first thing that you need to kind of invest in is, okay, apart from time and location and all the friends are going to be there to support you, it is the big D word. No, not that D, but the diamond word. So my guest is actually laughing because, I'm not here to insinuate whatever, but the big D that you need to get for your fiancé, guys, please don't get the wrong idea, is that diamond engagement ring. Okay, I'm gonna stop. All right, diamonds are a girl's best friend, ladies and gentlemen. That's why today, my guest, would you please care to introduce yourself?
Hi Jen, thanks for having me today.
Yes.
So my name is Jia, or you can call me Jia.
Jia.
I'm the communications and design director for The Gem.
Yes.
It's also part of our family business.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's so cool, right? I mean, your family business is all about diamonds.
Giving these.
The big D.
Right?
So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We're going to be talking about the big D today. It's more like the big drop, I would say, because you drop a lot of money in order to kind of buy that one ring in hopes for your fiance to not only be really happy because they've got a nice ring around their finger and they can go around and basically flash it to their friends and say, hey, look, I'm engaged and stuff like that. But I think engagement ring is a symbol of upgrading, right? Do you think so?
Of upgrading of commitment.
Oh wow.
And also, I guess it's a sign of what's to come.
Yeah, I know. There's this joke I remember. I used to host a lot of weddings, okay? Side income. I always say that there are three rings in a marriage.
Yeah.
There is an engagement ring, and then there's a wedding ring, and the third one is suffering. But of course, I tend to change it up a bit and say the third one is sharing. Yes.
Oh,
so you share her burden, she shares your burden. Most of the time we know it's not equal, but I think most of the time, right, I went through this trying to get my wife now. Okay, I can safely say that she's my wife. I already have a kid, so it's my wife. I remember going back a few years ago, right, I was going to propose to my wife in Hong Kong, and talking about getting an engagement ring has always been something I kind of shy away from.
All right.
Because
what were your concerns?
Expensive.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's always the misconception.
Yeah, because it's to be honest, right, every guy's dream, okay, I won't say every guy, most guys' dream is to get engaged with a Pepsi Cola can ring, that kind of thing. Any ring will do because why? Love trumps over everything. But a lot of people tend to always think or assume that wedding rings or diamonds, especially because most engagement rings are also diamonds, right?
Most of them. They're unfortunately the more popular choice because of the way the diamond can capture more light.
Yeah, are always very, very expensive. I mean, do you get a lot of people kind of asking you about, hey, should I buy a diamond or is there an alternative to diamond? Because, diamonds are very expensive.
I think that's a bad misconception because you'd be surprised. I can reveal to you what is a reasonable budget you can actually start buying for reasonably sized and quality diamond sooner. But maybe let me just start with before you got your wife your engagement ring, how much do you think diamond rings kind of cost and how much do you think it cost? I mean, knowing what you know then after that, did your expectations change of how much it should cost?
You see, right, when I went to a diamond store, right, I didn't even care about what the fellow was going to tell me, It's more of whatever that's coming out of his mouth, right, I know my ears are going to turn off.
So it's like you're walking in the shop preparing to get stabler.
Yeah, exactly. So I went in there, so I confirm expensive. I look at that damn big stone, right, okay, don't want to ask that. I go for the tiny one. And then after that, the tiny one, he tells me like, oh, this is about this, that, what, cut this, that, G1, G2, H1, H4, what, con, tan, con, C, whatever, all this, what, algebra, what nonsense. And then after they come out with one price, 7,000. I give you cert, I give you paper, I give you that. I'm like, oh, wow, that's really expensive. And I think like that's part of the process of it, going in and getting shocked and then get out of it. Yeah, and after that, shortly after, trying to look for, that's why you have to do more research, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So what if do you want to take another guess on how much is a reasonable price diamond that we offer?
Really?
Yeah.
A reasonable price one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say somewhere between, I don't know, to get a very nice diamond where a girl will be like, oh yes, she drops down on her knees and says yes to the big diamond. Somewhere between 9 to 15,000.
Far from it, actually.
Far from it.
You can start from a budget of 2,005 ringgit
2,005 ringgit.
onwards
Oh,
for a decent quality one.
okay. When you say decent quality one, because a lot of people tend to think that, because when you all watch movies, diamond, whatever, crown jewels, the queen, the diamonds, and everybody thinks that diamonds are really, really expensive. 2005, what can it get you?
2005 can get you something like a 20-something carat.
Oh,
sorry.
20-something carats. Sign me up.
20 points, which is 0.2
Okay.
carat.
And 0.2 carats is how big?
I can show you here.
Okay, we have. Whoa. Okay, we
So
have.
this is a 30 point, which is a 0.3.
That looks like kind of like the size that I got from my wife.
What? No.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I'm okay. Look, I'm only judging it based on the size of the stone. Yeah, I'm not talking about the design or anything. Yeah. Can I have a look at that?
Yeah, absolutely. Come.
So wait, hold on. Okay, let me look at this. So you're telling me I should ask my producers to go ask my wife to come over here right now and show me her ring.
This is 30 points. It could cost anywhere from 3,000 ringgit onwards.
3,000 ringgit onwards.
Yes. The whole ring, not just the diamond.
Really?
Yes. Can I just ask, when you did your shopping for engagement, you went only to one place?
Well, let me tell you how it happened. Okay, when I did my shopping for engagement rings, I didn't go to one place or whatever. I went to her friends.
Right.
Yeah, so her friends decided to tell me what she likes.
Okay, fair enough.
So when I found out what she likes, I went to the place that I found out what she likes and I got a shock. I walked out and I called my friend back. Are you crazy? Yeah, but the thing is, when you love someone so, okay, like, you know what? I will have to not really be very, very like pessimistic about it. But when you love someone so much, right, sometimes you don't really mind dropping that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a once in a life. I hate that I'm saying it. That it's a once in a lifetime thing.
What's so hateful about it?
No, because a lot of people will think like, oh, yo, why am I spending so much on a diamond? But after that, when you buy it, right, and then you give it to your fiance, and she says yes, and then you see how happy she is. That obviously the value becomes priceless.
Yeah, absolutely, for that moment, right?
Yeah, for that moment. But for me, it was a bit different lah, because this was how I remember how I I remember how I proposed to my wife. I was in Disneyland in Hong Kong, and then there was this whole Frozen song charade going on, and they were singing, let it snow, whatever. And then came the fireworks, and it was like the perfect opportunity to get down on one knee and pop the question. But before I could do that, I had a Chinese man next to me, and I was like, oh crap. And I got really nervous because before that, I was sitting outside in the bench and she was in the merchandise store shopping for all kinds of like soft toys and plushies, right? And then she came out and I was like scared, and then next thing you know, I couldn't reach to like whatever I was reaching for, and I took out the box and she obviously knew what it was already, and I just opened it. I was like, yeah, we were like, and she's like, yes, and I'm like, yay. And that's how it was. And then the next half an hour was being me and both of us being so shy because we were there alone, right? I was being so shy to ask a person of the public to help us take a picture. Because the first one that took for us was completely horrible, and the second one was not as far from it, and the third one, okay, he was nice lah. It was a German fella who took a picture of us, and he's like, "Oh, congratulations!" And that's my story. It was that of a grand story. You know what I mean? But
this is pre-COVID time, so you wouldn't be comfortable asking the
yeah. But okay, I won't lie though. The ring that I'm holding right now is how much? 2,500. You saying you're telling me 2,500 too?
I'm telling you from 3,000 ringgit.
From 3,000 ringgit onwards.
Yeah. The thing about diamonds is it is natural.
Mm-hmm.
So what dictates the price is just a value of the 4 C's, which I'm quite sure you just now were talking about it.
Yeah.
The color clarity and carat.
Yeah.
Yep. But the other thing that differentiates how come some jewelers can sell you at different prices
Yeah.
is how we source the diamonds.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So how well we manage our supply chain.
Right. I feel I don't know why I feel kind of stupid right now, because this ring that you're telling me that costs $3,000 onwards.
Oh, okay. To be really fair though, maybe the brand that you bought from.
Yeah,
is a
exactly.
Premium brand.
It's kind of like the same size of what I got for my wife, and I paid. I'm not even. Should I even mention it?
I'm sure she appreciates the generosity.
I think I think I paid like 8 times more the amount of it.
I'm guessing this is an international brand.
To console myself, I think the carat that I got was 0.5.
Yes.
Yes.
That's this one over here.
Okay,
this
cool.
too.
So I remember. Okay, let me console myself. So that's a 0.5. All right,
I can see it's definitely bigger than the 0.3 that you're holding.
Okay, how much would this cost from? Actually, if you ask me,
9,000.
around 9,000.
9,000.
That doesn't make me feel any better. Oh my god. Okay, like you mentioned, you see, sometimes, right, it's all about the brand name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not going to say where I bought it from. Yeah. But okay, so this is where it is. When it comes to buying diamonds, I think guys are kind of not really well informed about what they're spending on. Because most of the time, they would kind of assume that, hey, I'm just going to buy something that's popular amongst everyone right now in terms of brand name. And I'm just going to go in there and buy like a reasonable sized one that people will see like, wow, not bad on your husband. Yo, sure. Because let's get it. I mean, like, you know, this costs 9,000. I'm probably your fiance is gonna go out and say that, you know, she's gonna inflate the price by 10 times. Yeah, this is 9,000, but she's gonna say, yeah, my husband dropped 50,000 on this for the ring. I'm not sure lah. You know, sometimes it's bragging rights. We have some friends who did it before. I'm not gonna say who. Okay. But it's the thing. We do not know how to value diamonds.
Yep. And for diamonds, what we would recommend usually before you shop for it, it's like when you're consulting a doctor, always get a second or third opinion if you can.
Right. Okay. Second or third opinion. And obviously the second or third opinion cannot be your friends.
No, from the jewelers.
From the jewelers.
Because you need to look around, not just to shop and compare prices, but essentially is to look for two things. Number one, to find out whose service you can trust in the long run, that you know that they have your needs in consideration for the long run, not just to make a quick buck off you.
Yep.
And number two is to make sure that for your budget, you have in mind you're really getting the best product or the best value you can. Right.
So price is determined on the cut, the color, and the carat.
4Cs. So do you want me to go through with you which out of 4Cs actually is most important?
Yeah, of course.
Short lay down. Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think that carat is important, but that's not the most important.
Because, you know, in the movies, they always say, oh, how many carats, right? 1, 2. You know, even some first lady got a very big carat. You know, people were talking about it in the news, not going to say who. But yeah, a lot of people tend to always focus on the carat because carat means size, right?
Carat is actually just carat weight.
Oh.
It's not the size. So it doesn't accurately show you how big the diamond is face up. It'll just tell you how much the weight is. And sometimes the diamond may be bottom heavy, meaning the weight is all on the bottom. That it could be a 1 carat, but it actually looks like a 0.8.
Oh.
Because of the way how the diamond is cut.
I see.
So the most important C that you should be looking at is actually cut.
Cut.
Yeah, cut is not the shape of the diamond.
Then?
It is the quality of craftsmanship or how the diamond cutter, cut this rough diamond so its facet interacts with the light to maximize the sparkle.
So that means it is very heavily reliant on the craftsman.
Yes, essentially the human hand. So what's the diamond's job, right?
Right.
It's to sparkle.
Right.
So cut is the one that determines how bright, how brilliant, how much fire and how much scintillation the diamond gives out.
Right. Okay, so you're a lady. I'm sure you love diamonds. You have to say it because it's your family business. But like, you know, in your point of view, representing on the ladies, right? When they are given a diamond ring, what do they? Okay, just in like don't talk, because you're a gemologist, right?
Yes.
So you're very technical when it comes to gems, but we know for
Feel
the
free to stop
lame,
me anywhere.
yeah, for the layman, for the people who are out there who just like love diamonds, what do they want out of a diamond? Is it the shine? Is it the bragging rights? Or is it what? What is it?
It's the sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, it's the sparkle, definitely. You have a daughter, right?
Yes, I do.
I've literally seen little girls, like toddlers, just run into the store.
Uh-huh.
And then their dad's coming after them, like getting so shocked because it's a natural instinct that they would just gravitate to sparkly.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I should cage my daughter up and not let her go out then.
The sparkle of the diamond is the most attractive thing that why people have sought after it for centuries. Really.
So the sparkle is the one that captures the ladies, right?
Yes.
So when the ladies wear the ring, so who are they trying to capture? Other ladies? Because like I know men will not really look at this. I mean, like, they will look at the sparkle lah. For me, right? I walk around sometimes lah. Like I admit I do this sometimes in my circle of friends, right? We all eat during dinner, CNY and whatever. When we have gathering, sometimes I look at their finger, right? Don't look at the sparkle. I look at the size first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then after we look at the size, right? We start judging.
You want to compare the D's, right?
Yeah. We're like, wow, look at that D, damn big way. Wow, that D damn small. Oh man. Yeah, it's not guys do that.
Okay.
So but you're telling me that girls tend to appreciate the sparkle.
They appreciate the sparkle, and if they get a ring that sparkles very beautifully for the engagement ring, they tend to, unless she's a specific type of girl that's looking for a big size and she already told you what her expectations are in terms of carat weight, but most girls are very happy, especially if the diamond just sparkles beautifully.
So okay, talking about sparkling diamonds, does it mean the bigger the carat, the more sparkly it becomes? Or even if it's like a lower carat number, depending on how the craftsman crafts the diamond, it'll also be equally as sparkly.
Yes, so it depends on how good the cut grade is.
Oh.
Just now, we were talked about how they facet the proportions of the diamond. So proportions, symmetry, and polish.
Right.
Proportions.
I'm getting a diamond class over here, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening. It's the first time.
Proportions are how the diamond is cut proportionally to maximize the light. So if you cut it too shallow, there's light leakage.
Oh,
if you cut it too deep, there's also light leakage happening.
So it is not supposed to have light leakage lah, huh? It's supposed to reflect back lah.
It's supposed to reflect back. To be fair, these ones do reflect light, but not from all angles. So the right proportions in cut grade for very good and excellent onwards. All the light that comes in, because it comes in with different angles into the diamond, then it's reflected, and therefore it looks maximum sparkly and brilliant.
I see. So that means like if I have a friend who wears a diamond ring and then I look at it, it's damn big but it doesn't sparkle. It's like, haha, your classmate's damn lousy. Ha, you paid too much for this. Can I say that?
But literally, we have people coming to us and go like, hey, how come I buy this ring for my girlfriend, and then how come it doesn't sparkle as much as your wife's ring? That kind of thing.
Oh, you know what? It's so real, that question.
So it is boiling. It boils down to the cut grade.
Because this has happened before. I can't remember who it was lah. But so there was two persons. There were two girls, right? Obviously, both of them got married. They have their diamond rings and stuff like that. One girl got a very sparkly diamond ring. And then the girl just started a conversation. Wow, how much is this? You probably paid like 20,000, 30,000. And then she said that, oh no, I paid less than 10. My husband paid less than 10 for it. And then she got she got heart pain. Serious. She was like, then the next question she asked, she didn't compare, but it became a conversation between the guys. How come you pay so much? You don't get as sparkly as her one? Is it that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now that you're
comparing the husband's D's.
Oh my God, yeah, comparing the husband's D's, and in this case the D's is the deep pockets, not the diamonds. But yeah, so that's why now that when you're telling me that the cut grade of the diamond, the sparkliness is what determines the value.
No, it's a combination of the 4 C's. So you still have to look at it overall.
Right.
So after the cut that you need, we would recommend you to prioritize the cut first for effective sparkle.
Yep.
The second thing second 2 C's you need to look at is clarity and color.
Mm-hmm.
So clarity is the absence of inclusions in a diamond.
What's inclusions?
Inclusions is, diamonds are natural, right? Inclusions are natural elements that are trapped in the stone when they form.
Like a white artifact or something?
It could be a crystal.
Okay.
It could be a black spot.
Oh.
It could be even like within the diamond itself. Sometimes they're going like this, then suddenly, crystal direction decide to change.
Oh, I see.
Greening there.
Okay. All right. So
Little things like this.
and color. Okay, what types of color do you get?
Okay, so clarity and color. Or clarity, in terms of the scale, usually we would recommend you to get something of slightly included and above that grade. You don't have to go for internally flawless and flawless. That's the top grade because it's really rare and very expensive.
Of course lah. So that means it's not that it's easy to find. It's because of the rarity of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So after clarity will be color. Color, you can compromise a little bit because if you remember the color scale, it starts from D, which is the whitest,
Yes.
to Z, which is the yellowest.
Oh, yellowest. Okay, so the sparkle color lah, is it?
No, the color of the diamond itself.
The color. Okay.
So the diamond, think of it as skin tone, I suppose.
Right. Okay.
Vessel color, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So these are things that are natural. The reason why white diamonds and colorless diamonds are more pricey and valued higher in the grade is because it's more rare to find. So there's actually a lot more for every white diamond that you find. There's a lot more brown and yellowish kind of diamonds out there. But to be really fair, in the scale of this color grade, any color from D up to D, F, G, I, until I, you can't really tell by your naked eye what the difference is unless you put side by side.
I see. This is the color lah, you're saying.
Yeah.
So the most important thing I would rather be the carat, the cut, and the clarity.
The cut, the clarity, and then color.
Yes.
Then lastly, only carat weight.
I see. Okay. This is why people always have that magnifying glass that they put in their eyes and then look. Because I did that. I didn't know what I was looking for. I went there, they gave it to me. I was like, oh, okay. And I put it in my eye like, okay. I'll take it. Because at the end of the day, the purchase decision didn't come from, yes, it did come from me because I paid for it. But it came from the influence of friends, you see.
Okay, so what kind of influence did you think was playing your mind at that time?
They were sending me pictures of what she likes.
Okay, so the design, right? You're talking about design.
Yeah, design. Yeah lah, mostly design lah. But more like then some of them were saying, "Oh, buy her 1 carat lah." I think they meant it jokingly, because there's no way I could afford a 1 carat. And then after that, after back and forth, right? You start sending pictures, because obviously you buy engagement ring, takkan you take a picture and send it to your wife, right? It's like, hey, you like this one or not? And then it gives away the surprise, right? So I kept taking lots of pictures and sending it to her friends. Okay. And then they come back with their expert opinions. And then, then from the friends, you graduate to sending it to her sister and her brothers. And then to see which...
Wow.
I know, that's how I bought the ring. Obviously, I wasn't...
So many rounds of approval.
Yeah, okay, obviously I didn't send it to the parents because...
Oh my goodness.
Because no matter how big of a diamond you send the parents, right, they'll never approve. Are you telling me that my daughter is only worth this size? No, so that's why I didn't send it to her parents. So I think after all that much round of approvals, then, they will all start choosing. But the thing is, I went in as a person that didn't understand diamonds and didn't understand sparkle, didn't understand all these type of things. I just went in thinking that the more money I spent, the more valuable the diamond is. That's what I think, and that's why I think that diamonds are really expensive. Because after that, right, I didn't know. After the engagement ring, there's actually a wedding band. I was like, what the heck, man? I bought already a wedding band. I thought already an engagement ring. Suddenly got wedding band.
Were you the first among your friends to get married?
No, I was kind of like the last. I could have asked my friends, but most of them. The thing is, I don't know lah. Maybe it's something that we don't ask each other because we all scared later, when you find out that you spend so little on a ring, ego lah, the battle of egos lah. So whatever they buy for their wives or whatever, I don't care. We all just see and support and clap. I was like, yay, okay, go there, be their heng tai, give us ang pao, and apply. So actually it has never been a conversation among guy friends. It's like, hey, where you buy your diamond and stuff like that. The only thing that they will say that, I know this person who can see you, say for example, if you have a design on the internet that you really like, right? You cannot afford it, then you give it to this person, then they make it for you. Okay. Yeah.
And they didn't disclose how much the price was and how much craftsmanship and that kind of thing.
They just, it's more of I know someone, that kind of thing.
All right.
And then you bring your picture to that person and the person does it for you.
Typically what I find from our customers, especially for males looking for engagement rings, is there tend to be 2 types. So one is the super generous one, like you. The best is the prices I can.
Okay.
And the other type is it's more typical. They look to make the best decision based on value for money.
Right.
And I guess I'm also here to share with you what to look for in terms of value for money, because you can't just, especially this year, we've got with the MCO.
Yes.
We had a lot more online inquiries because we also decided to put up. We decided to be more transparent with our loose diamonds, that we put the prices and stock online, customers to have a look at, because besides having 5 physical stores, we also have an online store.
Yes.
We got a huge interest from customers asking about that, and we realized that sometimes customers may just be looking to make their decisions based on price and certificates, because there are some there's a lot of misinformation online nowadays.
Yeah.
And some companies will tell you, just buy it based on the cert lah. But we're here to tell you that you actually need to look at the stock if you can, because there are things on the cert that you can't really rely on.
Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that, because like I went to a few jewelers. The first thing they all promote is the cert.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this one comes with this cert. This one comes with this GIA cert. Or this one comes... Really. Like, this one. It's like they're trying to reassure you that this is not fake.
Yeah, fair enough. And because the cert, it's like when you graduated uni, it's just assurance that you went to this uni and how much grades you got, right? But it doesn't really show the character you have as a person, and then it matters, especially when even when you're looking to hire an employee, for example, you still want to meet the person, get a feel of how they are, not just based on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I know. But then, doesn't that mean you have to bring your fiance to go and actually look at the diamond before you make a purchase decision?
No lah, like if you go yourself.
Yeah.
So an ethical and responsible jeweler should be able to educate you on the different diamonds that you can get with your budget.
Right.
Yeah. But normally people don't want to reveal their budget too soon. So they'll just come and tell, how much does a 1 carat cost? How much does that cost? 70 pointer cost. And then you kind of show them, and you get the gauge of what they feel comfortable with. So if you kind of gauge that their budget range is like 5,000, with this at 5,000, you can actually show them different ranges of this is a high for your budget, this is a high clarity stone, this is what if with that 5,000 you went with a higher color, and what if with that 5,000 you went with a higher carat instead. So
I see.
From that, they should show you. That's why they are supposed to use the loop to show you.
Yep.
But if you're not sure what you're looking for, then maybe the person wasn't very detailed in explaining.
Right. Then wouldn't it be better for someone to actually go in and actually have a budget in mind already, and kind of be given the different options based on that budget, and then from there go up slightly? And like, okay, let's say for example I go in there and say, okay, my budget's 3,000, 2,500 to 3,000, and then you get this. Oh, okay. So what would I get for like 3,500? Or what would I get for 4,000? That kind of thing.
Yeah, you shouldn't be scared to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just that sometimes guys are a bit shy. They don't want to say, they don't want people to think that, I spend so little only. They don't really want to tell you the budget.
Hey, yeah, I tell you, I cannot tahan some salespeople, bloody hell. They all use this tactic. It's like, you're only spending that much. You only love your wife that much, man. Spend more lah, sir. Pokai, these people.
What's the point of you going to a shop if you're just going to get tortured like that, right?
No, that's how they do it. Oh my God. I feel so attacked now.
I'm sorry.
Oh man. Okay. So they should go in. I mean, they shouldn't really be very worried about the amount that they can spend lah. I think everybody should be spending within their means, right?
To be fair, that's why I said if you can get second or third opinions, because maybe the first shop you go to, you meet a salesperson which is you find not so ngam your wavelength.
Yeah.
The second or third one might be friendlier.
I see. But some people are just not that open to going to have conversations with people. Some are just very reserved. They go in there and then, they don't even want to ask, and that's why they're too shy to ask and stuff like that. What about what about DJEB though? Do you guys have anything that's online or anything before that person actually makes the effort to go to one of your stores to actually, consult a jeweler or anything?
Yeah. We display our wedding bands. Not everything, because we can't stock everything online. So selected pieces, but important pieces, and also the loose diamonds that customers can just approach us online and ask us. That's very common in youngsters nowadays. They tend to like to PM lah, DM.
PM, katapi, everything. Yep.
Want to ask about everything, and then we consult them. And if they're comfortable, ask them to go to the store to have a look, because it's very important, like I said, to have a look at the diamond that is on hand, rather than just looking at a certificate.
Right.
There are things on the certificate you can't really see, like if you're looking for a fancy shaped diamond, for example.
Yeah, what's that one? Okay, the one that you just held. I mean, how many carat is that one? It looks big.
That's a 1 carat princess cut.
A 1 carat princess cut.
Okay, I'm past the tray.
Okay, yeah, I have the whole tray of diamonds over here right now.
No.
Okay, this one is like okay, this is huge. This looks like something like, yeah, this is huge. This is so this is 1 carat lah.
Yeah.
You see that sparkle there?
A
oh, wow.
princess cut. This one is just, we want to show you the different shapes of diamonds besides just the round brilliant.
Oh.
Yeah, so what you're holding in your hand is an oval cut diamond.
Oval cut.
Yep.
It looks like something you watch on The Crown, like, you know, Netflix, like a car. Your Majesty.
I suppose because you see a halo around it.
Yeah.
Diamonds around it.
Okay. Wow.
Okay,
All right.
so the set, right, when it comes to fancy shaped diamonds, so we had customers who compare a few places. They say, okay, this source A, website A is this price, cushion cut now, 1 carat.
Okay.
Website B, this price. And then your website, this price.
Right.
So how come we got price difference? How come you cannot give me the price as website A is cheap as that?
I see.
Then we'll have to educate them that you look at the cert.
Okay.
The proportions of that cushion cut, right? In the cert, they don't show you the 4 C's.
Right.
But if you're not well trained enough or you don't get enough guidance, you don't notice the proportions that is in the cert itself, and you don't realize that actually when we explain to them website A why that one is cheaper, is because the proportions, even though it's 1 carat, but from the face up, it actually looks like a 0.7 or 0.8.
Ooh, somebody's getting not worth their money. Yeah. Okay. Like, is it safe to say that every diamond is unique? Hence, why the difference in price as well? Because
Yes,
every diamond is being cut differently. I mean, like you're mentioning, you see, right? Some people have this misconception, like, okay, if you're looking at this diamond ring over here that you mentioned that it costs from 3,000 onwards, and then people automatically assume, oh, this one 3,000 onwards is the cheapest one. That's why it's common. And then you have it's like mass produced. Is that true?
No diamond is mass produced. Every diamond is unique because when they form in nature, like I say, each one has a different inclusion, or some of it may have less inclusions, and each one's a different color. It's like a unique fingerprint, human to human.
Okay. All right.
So these are things that takes time to learn. Not that much time. You don't need a half a year to prepare for it.
Yeah.
Within 1 week, if you read up enough or you listen to this podcast,
Yeah.
if you compare around and you get different opinions and advice, if you find consistent advice, at least you know you're headed in the right direction.
Yeah. Okay. Then
So
what are the common mistakes made? I mean, okay, let's go both sides.
Right.
Let's start with the guy. What are some of the common mistakes made by the common man when purchasing diamonds for their loved ones?
Committing to buy something just based on the certificate, because like you can just come out to some guy on the street and tell you, hey, I can help you source a diamond. I can get someone to make it for you. Cheap, nice price lah.
Okay.
But you never know that for that 3,000 ringgit you pay him versus the 3,000 ringgit you pay us.
I see.
For example, how much quality and value difference is not just the diamond, but the craftsmanship of the ring itself.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that we realize as well let's talk about female lah.
Okay.
Female care about the design.
Yep.
And how comfortable it is to wear every day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So how comfortable it is to wear every day, it boils down to craftsmanship of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning the person who crafted it, did they put enough thought to, or do they have the expertise and the QC to be able to make sure that the ring is set securely.
Yep.
It holds the diamond securely, but also it's fashioned in a way that it's comfortable to wear. So it's not just, they just didn't bend one piece of metal for you and this is your ring.
I see. Okay. Yeah, but with all that being said as well, because sometimes a lot of people tend to think, I'm not saying everyone, but like for me, so I always think that the more expensive it is, the more that your wife or your fiance will treasure it, and then the more your love will mean for each other and stuff like that. To be honest, just one word of advice to all of those listening right now, that's not true. You shouldn't be even spending too much money. You shouldn't be spending exorbitantly to mend your relationship. I think you can be spending something reasonable for as low as $3,000 as well. Well, that's what's most important is the commitment between you both.
Yeah, fair.
To make the relationship work. So
and for the guy, as long as she knows that you take the time, like 1-2 days, to effectively shop around smartly for the most beautiful ring that you can get her, she appreciate it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, actually, like, what is the common time frame for a guy to shop for an engagement ring? I mean, you guys have probably encountered a lot of customers. So right now it's time to disclose, because some guys will say, I look high and low for 6 months for the perfect sparkle for you. So now, based on your experience, what is the average time frame a guy takes to look for a diamond? Let me see whether it kind of is the same as mine or not.
It can range from anything to last minute in one day to a few weeks. Okay, you know why? Because like for the gem, we have ready stock.
Yeah.
So if you're last minute, you can buy something off the shelf. But there are also customers who want to custom design a ring for their fiance. Maybe they want to inject like a certain element of their relationship inside the ring band. Those sort of things usually take 1 to 2 weeks to complete within our in-house factory. And we also have an in-house design team that will sketch it out for you almost in a few days' time. Or if you're lucky and you're in our HQ, our flagship store, the designers can even come down and do the sketching for you.
So, okay, what's the ratio between last minute shoppers and people who actually take time to look for the perfect ring?
I'd say I don't have exact number.
Okay, never mind.
But, in Malaysia, I feel that there are more guys who are long-term planners rather than last
Yeah, they
minute.
are. Okay, like for me, I won't lie. It just took me it took me about a month.
Okay.
3 weeks 3 weeks to a month lah.
It's fair, you need to budget, right? Because you're getting ready for a wedding, you need to think about how much you want to spend on house, how much you want to spend on the wedding.
Actually, I didn't think
right?
Actually, I didn't even think of the wedding expenditure yet. At first, like, when because you know why? The minute after you ask the question, right, you think, never mind lah, we all can just get married next year, right? So, yeah, we didn't really. Yeah, here's some advice. Make sure you put that into your initial calculation. But yeah, it took me about a month to actually look around. For me, it started again. Like for me, I just went around to different jewelers.
Okay, you did.
I just went to normal jewelers and I went to branded jewelers, and I settled for a very high end branded jeweler. A high end brand. Thinking that it's a popular brand, so the popular brand kind of sells it for her rather than the diamond cut, which I know sounds like a big mistake. I see you shaking your head. Oh man. Oh man, I'm gonna give myself a round of applause. Oh man.
To be fair, I think that international brand is also a reputable brand that you can go back to for your after sales service and whatnot, right?
I hope so. Yeah, so okay, at least now I know that if I want to buy a diamond, for my wife, you have to kind of look for the 4 C's. At least, you want something that's sparkly. It's a conversation starter, because I feel that, when your ring is sparkly, right, it sparks a conversation. Oh, wow. Well, where did your husband get this ring? And it'd be so cool if your fiance would have like a backstory. Oh, you know what? He actually went to 4 different jewelers to understand like this and that, So at least like every ring should have a story.
Yeah. So when you look at the different diamonds yourself and ascertain for yourself, like, oh, this one is definitely sparklier. I like this one because I feel like this is the best value. Gives me the right size, right carat weight, and also the right sparkle and the right color. You walk away with the confidence knowing that you did your best, if that makes sense.
I see. Is there a common misconception that people think that diamonds are actually too expensive to be invested in? I mean, as an engagement ring, a lot of people shy away from it?
Not so much in Malaysia, but overseas sometimes people have that kind of mentality. So they might think that, okay, I buy a sapphire, maybe cheaper.
Oh.
But it's not because it's a different type of stone, that's why it's cheaper. Even within like the different gemstones itself and different diamonds itself, there's different grades.
Right.
So you could go for a very low-end sapphire.
Okay. Wow.
Or a very high-end sapphire or a mid-range one.
Okay. It's like we hope you guys listening to this podcast today takes away something from this. Remember the 4 C's, which is clarity, there's color, there's cut, and there's carat. And carat should be something that you go for last.
Yeah, unless of course you already know that she wants like a 5 carat, for example. Oh, by the way, do you know how much a carat is in weightage?
No.
So 1 carat is actually just 0.2 grams.
Oh.
That's the weight. So 1 gram is 5 carats.
1 gram is 5 carats.
So 5 carats, 1 gram actually weighs the same as a paperclip.
Oh wow. Oh my
thumbtack.
Gosh. Oh wow. Then on average 1 carat is how much?
1 carat, so
can start from as low as how much?
20,000.
20,000. Oh, okay.
It was inclusive of the ring.
Some people, they are, okay, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but sometimes there are some rings out there that's only 1 carat, but it can cost like 50 grand or like 60 grand.
I guess the it's always worth asking the salesperson like
Why?
Yeah, maybe they'll tell you that it's a higher color, it's a higher clarity, or if you feel that after what they disclose to you, you feel not worth it, then maybe not lah.
Okay, that's why it's all about the so if they're gonna tell you that this 1 carat, okay, if you say that the lowest for a carat is on average is about 20,000, and then you go to a store and then this 1 carat is about like 70,000 bucks. Okay, what should be the way that this person should convince you that yep, you're paying what your money is worth?
If they can justify for you the difference in the 4Cs is much higher compared to ring A and ring B. The other thing you should also ask for a breakdown how much the diamond costs versus how much the ring costs.
Right.
The ring setting.
Okay.
Because some people might tell you, my diamond's very cheap, but what they don't tell you is they charge you more for the ring setting.
The ring setting meaning the metal thingy.
Yes. So the gold content for this on the side, the band.
I see.
The craftsmanship into making it, and
right,
including the custom design as well.
Oh wow.
So typically for us we charge 1,000 to 3,000, but usually it's within 1,000 to 2,000 ringgit ish without side diamonds.
Okay.
That's a range for gold and platinum.
Oh. To design the ring lah.
Yeah, starting from that
lah.
Yeah.
I see. So so then when you say that like one ring like that will cost like 3,000, that's inclusive of everything lah.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
Sometimes I don't know, like other branded they might charge like a high premium for the diamond, and also for the craftsmanship they might charge higher. Also, that's why combined it's.
Does it depend on the person that's actually designing your diamond? Let's say, for example, there's this one diamond ring creator. His name is Arthur Van Gogh. Swiss, whatever. Does it matter? It doesn't really matter, does it?
Not to most people.
Not to most people.
Not to most people.
Okay.
The most important thing is high quality. Meaning, the other thing is when you do see rings, don't be afraid to touch them and feel how comfortable and hefty it is.
I see. Okay, all right.
Because I think guys sometimes they just look at it like, so scared to touch it.
Yeah, because they're scared, they break it and then considered sold. But diamond is very hard, so it's almost near. Okay, I won't say it's impossible to break, but it's highly unlikely that it would break easily lah.
It's the hardest natural material in the world, and also gold and platinum. The reason why they're used in engagement ring and wedding bands is because they're highly durable. So
yes,
it survives your day to day. Rather than, this is why we don't wear like twig rings. Rings for getting married.
Okay. So DJM, how many outlets does DJM have across Malaysia? 5 outlets. Yeah. And then these outlets basically are, where are all the 5 outlets? In Klang Valley, where's the most common area that people can go to?
It really depends on your area. So we get customers going to all of the different shops as well. We have Wang Utama, we have Bangsa, which is our flagship store. We have Ampang, the Gardens, and also Pavilion.
So basically it's a one-stop shop for anybody to go there to understand diamonds.
Yes.
To buy pre-made ones already, or even customize their own designs as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I should have met you before I asked my wife to marry me.
well, it's not too late to get another.
This is where the salesperson is coming in. This is where the salesperson side of you is coming out already. I see. Okay, you're no different from all of us. Okay.
The choice is definitely up to you.
Okay, this is very interesting. So, I mean, at least today it's interesting to learn about diamonds, because I would say not all guys, but for someone like me, I was pretty clueless. Again, I went more for the brand name rather than anything else. And I went more for the influence of friends rather than anything else. Because at the end of the day, sometimes it's a little bit tough to guess what your girlfriend or your partner wants. Do you think it's good for you to bring your partner to like a store and then kind of gauge what they are looking at?
Usually I'll ask them to find out her ring size first. If they can, just go into pretext like, okay, just want to find out your ring size.
Hey, then how? Okay. Since we're on the topic of this, right? How do you freaking find out somebody's ring size without being too obvious?
There's a few ways to do it.
Okay, come on, share.
So you just use your hand, and when you hold her hand, just subtly like pretend that you don't look too much at it, but you sort of compare which of the ring fingers is in relative to your fingers. So if you know which finger is closest to that size, just get it measured.
Oh wow, that's well, I wish I knew that. What other
So
way?
how did you get your wife's ring size then?
I bought it, then I had her resize it.
Okay, fair enough. To be really fair, most of us offer the same kind of service because mistakes do happen.
Yeah.
We usually offer like one free resizing.
I relied on one person who's closest to her, but she failed me, her sister. Yeah. Yeah, her size is this and something like mine. Then she got to measure her finger. And then I'm like, okay, no. She measure my sister-in-law's finger. Okay, that's how I got it out. But I mean, at the end of the day, we got it resized anyway. So, but it would be nice that when you actually got down on one knee and put the ring on your fiance's finger,
Yeah.
and it fits perfectly. It's always like that in movies, and when it fits perfectly, right, it's like it's a perfect fit. You know what I mean? And it's like, wow, right?
I had one friend which her fiance bought from us, and then when he proposed,
Mm-hmm.
she literally cried because she was, how did he know my ring size?
Oh wow! See, it's the little things that matters in a relationship, not everything that's so materialistic. Sometimes it's easy as, oh my god, he knows the actual size. That's amazing. Yeah, I don't know why some girls actually, like some of my friends' girls, right? They talk again. They're like, yeah, he actually got my ring size right, because that's also a part of the conversation. I got my wife's ring size slightly oversized. So there's only one way to basically relatively kind of compare it to your fingers lah.
Or if you really want to be accurate, you can take a measuring tape and measure her when she's sleeping. Not creepy at all.
Wait, okay, okay, you have a ring. Well, how did your husband measure your ring finger?
Well, he kind of cheated because I'm in the business.
Ah, okay, not fair.
And he was, to be fair, we were doing long distance, so he was in Australia, so we had no choice. He can't find out anyway.
Oh, is it? Okay, so he just asked you straight out like, hey, I'm not trying to be too obvious. What's your ring size finger? Okay. Yeah.
But he did tell me the budget that he was intending to spend lah.
Oh, so it's an open it's an open conversation between partners as well to
I mean, it's not uncommon. When you married your wife,
yeah.
like the gate crashing, right?
Right.
Sometimes you need to discuss on the agreement on how much ang bao to give, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yes.
So
Yes.
it's not a topic that is, I think, you should shy away from if your partner is open.
Actually, my wife was actually encouraging me not to spend so much on the wedding ring as well. She's like, hey, don't have to spend something so exorbitantly to get me an engagement ring lah. It's fine. Just something that it's within your means and everything. It's okay. Then that got me thinking, hey, she's psychology. Is that reverse psychology? Then I'm like, no, I'll buy more expensive for her. Okay, yeah, but she did tell me as well. And for me, it's like, yeah, I wish, okay lah. I mean, if I would have research, sometimes the more you know kind of saves you from a lot of things. I kind of wish that I was able to understand diamonds a little bit more before I kind of invested in an engagement ring, because sometimes you don't have to spend so much to get the complete same cut or the same design as what I spent versus a branded stamp on it. You know what I mean?
To be really fair though, if you wanted the brand experience, that's entirely up to you as well.
Yeah.
You seem to make you make the choice after comparing around with different jewelers, right?
I didn't really compare that much, to be honest. I think, yeah, maybe just a couple. But sometimes when you go to a brand, right, you have that sense of reassurance because it's an international brand. Right,
you can't exactly go wrong, right? Because they have the track record.
Yeah,
they're going to be there in the long run. They're not just going to jump up overnight.
And there's no way for them to bluff you anyway, because they're internationally renowned. So that's why that reassurance. Maybe you're also paying for that reassurance as well. But I'm pretty sure DJM's been around for a long time. How long have you guys been around for?
Over 40 years.
Oh wow! And you guys basically supply diamonds too to different jewelers or something?
No, but since we're talking about diamonds, do you want to hear a little bit more how we source our diamonds?
Yes.
Okay. So let me just ask you lah. What is your understanding of where people get diamonds from, the diamond supply from?
They basicly get them in coal mines. Is that true? No, I watched.
They do, yeah.
I watched Snow White too much last. Hi ho, and then when they ting, then they straight away the diamond comes out, the perfect diamond shape and everything.
You have to thank Hollywood for actually for showing that, planting that idea into your head. Yep. So natural diamonds are mined.
Okay.
From the earth. So you start the whole supply chain process from the diamond miners,
yes,
which are only a select few big companies in the world because they have the capital and the technology to be able to mine to mine in that wide scale.
Right.
So we start from the diamond miners who harvest the rough diamonds, who then sell it to diamond cutters.
Right.
In the industry we call them diamond manufacturers.
Okay.
So these are the people who are in charge of maximizing the beauty of each diamond that they get from each rough.
Okay.
So it's entirely up to them whether they want to cut the stone to maximize the weight, or they want to cut the stone to maximize the sparkle, or do you want to cut to maximize the color, because color could be differently tinted in different places.
Right.
So they need to understand like which direction they should cut it so that it looks the color is even.
Okay.
Face up. So diamond cutters, secondary. There used to be diamond wholesalers.
Okay.
Before they reach retailers. So wholesalers are the ones who keep a lot of inventory of stock before they sell to the retailers. But diamond wholesalers, or what last time they called the middleman, this is a extinct breed.
Okay.
In the past 20 years.
Okay.
So if anyone tells you that, we bypass the middleman, we bypass the diamond wholesaler, we go straight to the cutter, everyone pretty much does it lah. Because over the past 20 years, retailers got big enough for established retailers, they are able to bypass the middleman, wholesalers, to go straight to the cutters to get a better deal for higher volume.
Okay. Yeah, and you guys have the cutters.
We don't have we have cutters for gemstones.
Right.
But for diamonds, we have access to these cutters. And because of the business volume and our scale, we are able to get better prices from these cutters because of the commitment we have to them year on year. They give us direct access, or what do we say?
First dibs.
First dibs to prime goods before they pass it down to other smaller jewelers. So that's why our diamonds are more fairly priced and more competitive price.
Right.
The other thing also, we work with, we also go straight to the source. We go straight to the miners. So we partner with select few ethical mines, such as the De Beers mines in Botswana for Mamak diamonds. We also partner with miners in Myanmar and Sri Lanka for gemstones as well. So in a sense, this kind of relationship takes time to build, because a miner randomly is not just going to open his stock to any person on the street. They need to know that you have a track record of selling scale and selling to high net worth people in your country before they actually give you like dips on their stock.
Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, like, you guys have been doing it for 40 years. So like, you guys are well experienced on this, I'm sure. Oh, wow. Okay. So Botswana. Okay. Do you guys own any of these mines on your own?
No. Because gemstones tend to grow in volcanic soil-rich countries, which Malaysia doesn't have. And to be able to own a mine, you need to partner with government. Government only tends to benefit their own people.
I see.
We don't have, that's why I have to partner with the other miners.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Very interesting. That means Indonesia got volcanoes, so there's a tendency of chances of having diamonds there too, lah.
Yes, there is in Kalimantan, but the volume is not. Sometimes, by theory, yes, but volume of actual harvesting may actually differ.
Right. So when someone goes in and mine diamonds, right, is it like those workers that you see in cartoons, they have those picks and then they start ting ting? No.
No, everything is very machinerized.
Oh, so okay, fine. Okay, that's interesting.
To make it more efficient, also safe for people, right? You don't want to have
all these
poor people trapped if anything happens.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, like, I just want to summarize, I mean, this conversation I'm having with you, because we're talking about diamonds, and I think like this is kind of also just to encourage people to not have that misconception that diamonds are really out of reach when it comes to price range and buying something for people, especially your loved ones. And, you don't have to always assume that, you got to spend a lot of money to get a really nice, sparkly looking diamond. I mean, we could have something that's, as reasonable as 3,000 ringgit and up to get something for your loved one and basically start a new journey together. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely right.
All right. So how many of these rings can I take home today? Yeah.
Is your home here?
Okay, but yeah, Jeff, thank you so much for your time, and coming to us. Before we go, is there anything you'd like to say to any of our listeners with regards to, obviously, if anyone out there is actually planning to buy an engagement ring, what do you want to say to them?
Don't be afraid to ask silly questions.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Really, and give yourself the opportunity to have a look at ready stock diamonds.
Ready stock time, okay.
So you can educate yourself within the differences, because once you commit to buying something online you can't see based on the cert, it comes true, you're kind of you don't have any other alternatives.
I see. And you of course would encourage people to go and look at the diamond in person and learn how to appreciate it and understand why it costs so much and how it is, like how it sparkles and how it's basically priced at what it is. Would you say that?
To experience it for yourself.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's like buying a car and buying a house. You want to know the value you're getting.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. And if you're actually planning to propose to your loved ones, congratulations and good luck. Tag us if you have any success stories. If you failed, don't. All right, thank you so much for streaming Mamak Sessions. You can stream us on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. We'll chat with you guys next time.